Hello everyone, welcome to Cardano Catalyst TV. I'm Ninh Tran, the host, and today welcome Ninh Tran from SnapBrilla to our show. Hello, how are you?
Hi, Mi. Doing great. Thanks so much for having me.
Okay, so let's share your proposal for this fund and what is you put on your passions on it. Please do it.
Awesome. So today I want to tell you guys about the ATALA Prism Zero Knowledge Proof zKP plus Hyperledger Aries. Essentially, what we're trying to do is build zero knowledge proofs and predicates natively for ATALA Prism and make ATALA Prism interoperable with Hyperledger Aries. One of the biggest roadblocks for Prism, which is the SSI and decentralized identity solution that's native to Cardano and it's built by OHK, is that it's only available for the community on Testnet. And this proposal will allow us to get ATALA on Mainnet, hopefully not just for us as their first commercial partner, but also for the rest of the community and unlock, DIDs, which is decentralized identifier and self-sovereign identity for every project out there, especially to solve like proof of identity, proof of reputation, and different attack vectors, and enable people and enable better governance. Right? It's a fundamental layer for us for what we already are building. So we've already built the Hyperledger Aries fully, and we're testing it right now on the production before SnapBrilla launches at the end of this month. But this proposal will allow us to build on top of that, and we're partnering with RootsID team, which is Cardano native Web3 team that's building on Prism. They were Prism pioneers from the first cohort. I'm also ATALA Prism pioneer and even Astro now, right? And I interact with the IOHK ATALA team quite a bit. We're able to secure a lot of partnerships with the IOHK leadership, chief legal officer, and so on, to be able to do this for Prism and to launch Prism on Mainnet. So, we're really passionate about empowering people to own their own data. That's the whole thing about self-sovereign identity. I believe it's a human right for people to own not just their data, but their identity, their money, right? That's Web3 pretty much, and their career and their credentials, right? And that's something that we can do with decentralized identity. If we add zero knowledge proofs on top of that, we would essentially not just empower people to own their own data, but also have full privacy for their data. So for example, if you are applying for a job somewhere, let's say, right, then let's say that you don't want to share your full resume in the first step, but you just want to share whether you have the qualifications for this job. And the answer could be yes or no, right? So zero knowledge proofs essentially gives you the ability to have minimal disclosure on your verified credential, whatever you have in your decentralized identity wallet, right? And gives you ability to share something, have a trusted answer of who you are, what you've done, everything, right? That the other side, the employers, right, for example, can trust without, you having to disclose everything, where you live, how you look, who you are, and so on. And then you can also set it so that it can share more and more, right, as the use case or the transaction requires more data. But it is really up to you because you own it. It's not, LinkedIn owns your data or Google or Facebook owns your data. You own it. And that's something that's linked to you, that can identify you, right? Or even if, let's say, people can use this to do CA and PA work, right? If they on board with a verified credential, whether if it's with Proofspace or other partners that do that, zero knowledge proofs will allow you to do, yes, I did PA in these 2 or 3 rounds, right? Instead of give you, the whole, like how many did you do? What is the rating? What is the score, right? And that's the beauty of having zero knowledge proofs and predicates inside Prism. It's one of the most powerful features that any company can build for any SSI solution. And of course, we love to partner with the Prism team because, we're a native Cardano shop. Not only that, but the CL signatures that will enable zero knowledge proofs. And I get it. This is like a SSI language, right? And most people, if they're not into decentralized identity and SSI, just know that the platform that we're building on is not just, on Prism itself, but making it interoperable with the world most popular SSI solutions like Hyperledger solutions, Hyperledger Indy and Aries. We collaborate with community teams to get this done, as well as big companies are getting into this, like Walmart, IBM, MIT Credential Consortium community, because we're part of the W3C, it's World Wide Web Consortium. And what they do is they really set the standards for globally for about over 400 big companies. Visa, MasterCard, PayPal, all of them are part of this, right? To make sure that whatever the engineers built can send and receive data, and be used in different ecosystems. So we're really excited to do this and build this for the community. It's completely open source, right? The Prism team and the ATALA Prism team has been the most active in the community. They host after town hall all the time, right? It has a huge use case. Cardano is thought of as the blockchain for impact and blockchain for governance, right? And for example, if you and I want to donate to something, but we don't want to let everyone know how much we donate and that we just donate, right? That will allow and empower privacy as well as empower more advanced governance because of the identity layer that it provides. So we're really excited to do this. We are already building this, right, and making it open source so that everyone can use it. We have a lot of devs to build this, a dedicated self-sovereign identity team. I believe that in that team, we have about 9 developers dedicated both on Prism and Hyperledger Aries. We're gonna launch with Hyperledger Aries this month with the SnapBrilla launch. And after that, we're gonna, once we are able to get the master services agreement from Prism and get it done in a matter of weeks, then already built with Testnet with RootsID CLI-WAL, right? To launch it on Mainnet maybe in August or September, in 1 or 2 months for SnapBrilla, and then building the zero knowledge proofs and predicates functionalities on top of that.
That's awesome. So I can see that SnapBrilla always has the best idea to come to serve and to benefit the community. Always impressed with your team's idea. So you also shared with us about the feasibilities with your team setting and also the timeline where it's going to be launched. So the time is going to be around August or September for this project. That's awesome. So one more question for you. Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah, I want to clarify. We will launch August and September with Prism on Mainnet. That is portion of this project. To build the zero knowledge proof for ATALA Prism and launch it is going to be March of 2023. So we are already building the schema and thinking about predicates right now as we build. but to officially test everything and build it out, and not just build it out for Prism, but making Prism zKP, right, compatible and interoperable with like Hyperledger,
Mhm.
which, like huge companies use, like IBM, Walmart, all those, right, use, make it interoperable, so that, for example, if you vote on Cardano, or you vote on, whatever chains they use, right, Polygon, Ethereum, whatever, you can take and make your voting history from one chain to another, so that, whatever activity you did in Ethereum, right, proves that you are a real person. You can just take it with you and bring it to Prism without losing a lot of the functionalities. So
Oh,
that's going to be ready on testnet in February and on mainnet in March. So
awesome.
official release.
Awesome. Yes. So everyone, please behold and be ready for this wonderful proposal next year, right? And next question for you is that, so also, can you share with us where can the community do the auditabilities of your proposal?
Yeah. So this is a open source project. RootsID has amazing GitHub repo, right? So it's going to be in two repos, one on SnapBrilla and one on RootsID. We're building this, bringing the zKP capability for the RootsID WAL CLI wallet, right?
Mhm.
Check it out. They have amazing documentation as well, right? But beyond like commits and GitHub and so on, we actually believe strongly in transparency and involvement of the community. So we join and host. I try to join every town hall, Eastern Town Hall, Africa, Latin America, the main Pacific Town Hall as well, and there's one coming up in Europe. Right, join all as much as I can, and get involved, not just be there, but get involved. And once or twice a month, we host our own after town hall breakout room, where we do progress on any projects that we're working on, and demos of that progress, because seeing is believing, right? Because I understand, Cardano is a global community, and people work and live at different time zones as well. So sometimes people cannot join, like our after town hall. We always upload it to the Swarm Catalyst YouTube channel for the community to see. I myself and anyone on the team are very approachable, available. If you want to reach out to me anywhere, Telegram, Discord, Twitter, right? On Twitter Spaces often. So ask a question, or you just want to ping me, right? Want to get involved. All of our Web3 meetings, even the SSI meetings, are open to the community. We invite you. We meet every day for 1 hour, maybe sometimes 2 hours, depending on the task. Monday through Saturday. Sunday is off, but sometimes we meet on Sunday too.
Okay, that's very awesome. So can you share with us anything else that you would like to talk with the community to ask for their vote?
Yeah, this is in a cross-chain collaboration challenge, this proposal itself, and we are already creating new connections between blockchains and communities, right? Especially with the ATALA Prism Hyperledger Aries and zero knowledge proofs, and especially with W3C Open Batch V3, which hackathon we actually won. And we collaborated with like Arizona State University, with Digital Bazaar, Smart Resume, SnapBrilla is part of it, MIT, Digital Credential Consortium, and IBM, and many others. And that really means that users on SnapBrilla and on ATALA Prism and RootsID wallets can immediately benefit from this huge, amazing ecosystems that these companies are part of, especially when it comes to their self-sovereign identity or decentralized identifier. And with this, we're really working towards a full cross-chain interoperability, and we'd love to get your vote and get your support and help, not just beyond the vote, not just the vote, but please get involved. It is really, really important DIDs, verified credentials, and self-sovereign identity, I believe, right, is the future. Went to a lot of conferences and listened to a lot of speakers, and they talk about privacy. About a third of the conference content is talked about privacy. And every time I sit there and listen to people, I say, wow, ATALA Prism already has this. Cardano already has this. So please help us launch this on Mainnet. Thank you.
Thank you, SnapBrilla. Thank you. And everyone, if you are interested in this proposal, please learn more on ID Scale with the name ATALA Prism zKP Hyperledger Aries. And also, please kudos, comment, and clap for the team. Also, please give them a vote because your vote is really matter to the successful of this project. Thank you for watching Cardano Catalyst TV, and I'm Ninh Tran.